Hello and welcome to episode 20 of the Inside Scoop. I'm your host, Cooper, and I am so excited because today I have a very special guest to celebrate the 20th episode. I know that on the 10th episode we had my dad, and now I have someone who's even more important to me. Sorry, Dad. She is a Texas A&M grad. She is an SMU attendee currently. She's a mother of a beautiful dog who's sitting right over here. She is a sibling of 4, and most of all, my best friend. Please welcome Gracie Jennings.
Thank you. That's really sweet. Hello.
I'm so glad to have her on this podcast, and we have a little bit serious topics to talk about, and then we also have some fun questions that I had lined up that are just to kind of get the conversation flowing. But obviously, we have a huge family, so I wanted to kind of talk about your experience because even though we're siblings, we obviously have different experiences being siblings because I'm the middle sibling. You don't have any older siblings. So I wanted to talk to you what it's like being the older sibling and what your favorite and least favorite part about being an older sibling is.
Okay. Being an older sibling is really interesting because you're kind of like the guinea pig for everything. So that's kind of like the parenting wise. Like, I'm the first one to try everything, and it's a lot of trial and error. And then I also feel like I had a lot harder rules than y'all because they were like figuring out how to be parents for the first time. But specifically being a sibling, it's really fun. Sorry, my dog is wagging her tail, but it's really fun getting to be around a lot of people. Everybody's always noisy. I actually like during holidays, I love to like sleep in the living room and stuff and like take naps and have everybody talking around me. Like, I thrive in loudness. And then it was really fun watching y'all grow up, and like now you're my best friend, and Lucy is finally at the age where she's not like an annoying little sister anymore. And I'm looking forward to Hannah doing that too. And so it's really fun watching y'all grow up. And I think this part's a good and bad, but like being a role model is really fun because I get to like help y'all with things. But then that's also a hard part because I put a lot of pressure on myself then to be good because I'm like, oh, what are my siblings going to think about it later? Like, when they grow up and find out these things, what are they going to think of me and my decisions? So I'm always thinking about y'all.
Yeah.
And then also really hard thing, which you like get to see too, is whenever y'all go through difficult times, especially with parents and everything, like we have a really close sibling bond. And so it's really hard to watch y'all do it. And you kind of had some examples with Lucy, like where you go into big sister mode.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I have that. And not to like put it down for you, but I have that
With all of us.
times more. Like, oh my gosh, whenever y'all are going through things, like I would rather take it on myself because I'm like, I know I can handle it because I've been handling it, but it's really hard to watch your siblings specifically like go through hard things.
Yeah, I definitely relate to that with Lucy and Hannah because it's just like I want to protect them at all costs.
Yeah.
But obviously they have to go through their own experiences and stuff, but that still doesn't make me want to take it away from them less. But I relate in some ways, but then also obviously I have different rules than you and all that stuff. But yeah, and then you mentioned the thing about Lucy being at the age where it's like we're all friends now. One of the other questions I had written down was like, what was the moment where I became like, oh, I'm not the annoying sister anymore. We're friends now. Because like, I don't necessarily remember like when Lucy switched for me, but I do see her like friend now instead of like, she's so young because she's also taller than me. And so it's not really like I'm looking down on her. So, so it's like, we're friends now instead of like she's younger than me and like so baby. So,
well, a short story is Lucy and I literally talked yesterday about, I was like, I think that you've hit the point. Because one time she like we were all talking and she looked at us and was like, Gracie Jane, when am I going to stop being annoying and when am I going to become your friend? And I was like,
silence fell upon us.
At that point, I was like, I have no idea when that's going to happen.
I
can't see it happening. But literally yesterday on our drive here, I was like, Luce, you know, this summer you really hit it. Like, we became friends this summer. And it's like, it was a mutual conversation. I think that's what really did it. It was like, it's not just me having conversations that she likes. Like, she's also listening to my conversations.
Yeah.
But for you, I think ours was more gradual.
Yeah.
Specifically, you were very with Hayes, our brother,
Yeah.
for a long time.
She was jealous.
Yeah, you were just like Hayes's mini me,
Yeah.
and then Lucy was mine. And so that stuff, but then I really think it was whenever I switched rooms. Like, I lived in the renovated garage, but then it was really hot in the summer and really cold in the winter. So then I basically slept with you every night.
Yeah, literally every night.
And we would stay up talking and like watching TV, because I was even before we watched reality TV.
Yeah.
But like staying up, and then you would like, we were just having good conversations and realizing that we were going through the same things, and you would listen to me with like the things I would cry about, and I would listen to you. So I think it was like sleeping together.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought you were going to say, but I was just interested because if you don't know us personally, then you probably will not know this, but I had a little magic phase growing up. I was obsessed with doing magic tricks, and my dad wants me to bring it back. But anyways, this one bullied me out of it, never touching magic again. But yeah, so I did experience a little bit light bullying, maybe a little more than light, but we've overcome it now, and she thinks I'm cool now.
Yeah.
But
Cooler than
she definitely thought I was weird. I also went through a fedora phase,
yeah.
which she also thought was weird. But honestly, it builds your character. And look at me now.
Fedora. One of the fedoras was like a regular hat that was Perry the Platypus, and then a fedora on top. And then also, which I think it's cool now, but you would also wear like the little helmet with the mohawk.
Yes, I loved this mohawk. I think it was Hayes's hat, but I would take it and it just had a mohawk on it, and I just loved that thing. I would wear it everywhere. Yeah, but I like the pictures of me in it. It's funny.
Yeah, you look cute now, but I was like, this girl is weird.
Yeah.
And I didn't know until like we became friends that I was like, is that why you don't do magic? And it was because of me. I think I actually realized it in Las Vegas whenever we went there and we like went to magic shows and everything, and I was like, this is really cool. And
yeah, because we saw Penn and Teller. I used to be obsessed with Penn and Teller. I'd watch every single episode of Full Lust. I would try to figure out everything. I was always watching magic YouTube videos, and she finally got to see it. It's cool.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. I will say I liked the like mentalist better. I think it was really cool.
Yeah, we saw a really cool mentalist.
Yes. Do you want to tell her me?
You tell it.
Well, so then we saw a mentalist and then another guy.
It was Shin Lim.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was the guy before Shin Lim who she's talking about.
Yes. And we were walking, talking about how cool it was that he did stuff. And like, we were walking out of the venue. And then all of a sudden, we look over and he's right there.
And we gasped so hard. Like, we were in complete shock. It was crazy.
And he looked at Coop's face and was like, that is the best reaction I've ever seen.
Yeah. It was crazy, and I was definitely not expecting it.
Yeah, because we were complimenting him, so luckily we were saying good things.
Yeah, luckily we weren't trash-talking him behind his back or anything, so thank goodness. But
that trip, I really realized that I was the bully. And I like to say I'm a nice person. I think I'm nice, but I guess to my little siblings, I'm not.
Okay, siblings is different, though, I'd say, because
I made you cool.
Every sibling needs to go through a little bit of that so that they can turn out like me. But yeah, I feel like it also happens to the younger sibling, though, too, because, like, I always, like, not saying that I don't look up to you now. Obviously, I do. But, like, I always thought you were just, like, wow, like, such an inspiration. And now I'm still, like, inspired by you, but it's more of, like, we inspire each other, like, on a friend level. And that, for me, was also, like, we started watching shows together. And when I tell you, we would, like, I wasn't supposed to go sleep the night in her room. So we would go to sleep in separate rooms.
This is before we lived together. This is like we had two separate rooms that were perfectly fine. Yeah, we had two separate rooms. And then my parents would, like, tuck me in, tell me goodnight, everything. And then I would go sneak into her room and we would watch shows every night and talk. And I would stay up
way past my bedtime. And sometimes I would be like literally falling asleep watching the show, but I would be trying to thug it out because I didn't want to let her down. I was like, no, I can finish this episode, but I didn't.
Yeah. No, we would literally be like, she was allowed to come into my room if she had a nightmare. And so that's how we were playing it. So she would tell me goodnight and she'd be like, can you wake me up in 30 minutes to come in your room? And then we would sleep in my room together.
Yeah. And then sometimes I would be like giving it my best effort to stay awake for a show, and then I would fall asleep. And then one time I literally woke myself up with my own snore. Like I wasn't supposed to be sleeping because I was like, yeah, I can watch another YouTube video or episode, whatever. I fell asleep and then my own snore woke me up and I got really scared. And I was like,
Scared of me?
no, scared of me because I didn't know why I woke up, but it was my own snore. But yeah, those were the good days.
And we really got into watching a lot of shows together. Like COVID, we started watching via Zoom.
Yeah.
And we got really into reality TV.
Yeah.
We watched like Survivor, Big Brother, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Like we got really into that in Fortnite.
And another thing with Fortnite, sorry to my dad listening. I don't really know if you know this or not, but we weren't allowed to play Fortnite because it's pretty violent. But basically, she would play Fortnite and I would just watch her. So I wasn't technically playing it. But yeah, that was like the most rebellious thing I did as a child. Just playing Fortnite.
Bad influence.
Yeah, she fueled all of that. I didn't choose any of it. But yeah, it was super fun. And I feel like it's a quote where it's like distance makes the heart grow fonder. But actually, like when you went off to A&M, that was like when our relationship was like, we're best friends. Because before it was like we would watch shows together and it was fun. But when you left, literally distance made us like each other more. And I think it's just like the effort that we put into like actually talking to each other and FaceTiming and Zoom calling and like all that made us so close. And then obviously since then, yeah, it's still there. But that was the beginning of greatness for us.
Yeah, we would Zoom and it was before like Zoom figured out like, oh, people screen share.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So we
yeah.
could do like Hulu, Netflix, YouTube, everything.
We were Zooming before Zooming was a thing.
Yeah. It was fun. And then yeah, now it's more like just intentional time of hanging out.
Yeah.
And now I'm back, so we get to see each other in person and she comes and have sleepovers.
Yeah.
At my house and stuff.
Yeah, sleepovers are not for children. They're for, well, I'm still a child for 4 months, but they're for adults too. All right. So yeah, we have a lot of fun
to be
with that.
doing it in the future too.
Oh, and we actually also have a plan of dying together.
Yes.
So that neither of us have to live apart. Which, whatever age that is.
Which we kind of planned that too.
I just can't remember the exact one, but really the point is, whatever age she dies at, I'm going down with her.
Basically, whenever I have a fiance, and basically whenever he dies, which I just assume is going to be before me,
yes,
I'm coming to live with her and her family. And then one night, just me and you, the rest of the family's gone.
Yes.
Everybody else is safe, but just me and her die in our sleep. Whether that
peacefully
that be carbon monoxide poisoning or whatever.
Whatever it is.
However we die together.
We're going down together.
Peacefully, no pain.
Yes, completely agree.
Yeah.
And my family will be on board.
Yeah.
Of course. No children in the house, nothing like that.
Yeah, nobody else gets
peaceful,
hurt.
You know, and I'll have lived a good life. Like, no worries.
And we'll tell them that we want to die together, so then they'll know that we died happy.
Of course. And my husband, if he's still alive, he'll just have to understand that you're going to be living in my house.
Yeah.
And we're all going to be friends. And that's fine. But yeah, we've kind of planned that. It's been a while coming. Obviously, not even an adult yet, but we're just planning for the future. You know, when we're 80, 90, however old. Which we'll see.
I like the videos of the old ladies that live together and they're like annoyed at each other.
Yeah.
That's how I want to be, like bickering.
Yeah. We're planning on just being old ladies, just living it up. And yeah, that's how it's going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you envision your future family to look like? Like, how many kids do you want? Stuff like that. Or do you not know?
Yeah. I mean, I'm really open to whatever I'm given. But like, ideally, I don't want an only child because I love being siblings.
Yeah.
And I think that that's a really strong bond. Like, it's even stronger than parent-child relationship, and so I want them to have each other. So I would say 3 or 4. I want 3, and my fiance wants 4. So
Yeah.
either.
3.5.
And so I want that many. I'm thinking about like starting family planning after I graduate, and then I'm pursuing counseling. And so I really want that like flexible schedule so that I can be a present mom,
Yeah.
but then also still have a career
Yeah.
that I love.
Yes.
But yeah, I want them to play sports and like join teams, and yeah.
Are you gonna be that mom that like knows nothing about the sport, but you're just there to
Yeah.
support?
I'm just supporting my kid. I'm just looking at them being like, you did a great job. I don't know sports very well, so the constructive criticism's not coming from
But
me.
be like, good job, honey.
Yeah, you did great. That's wonderful. And so I kind of really like now I'm not saying anything about her like actual character, but Amy Duncan from Good Luck Charlie
Oh, yeah.
just kind of plays dumb and is like, I really want that. I'm gonna be smart and know what my kids are doing, but I want them to think that I'm just silly, goofy.
Yeah.
They respect me and love me and are well behaved.
Yeah.
I do need them to be well behaved, but I also want them to be like fun and think that I'm funny.
Yeah. And like come to you for things.
yes.
Feel comfortable. Yeah.
And then I didn't mention, but I want a bunch of dogs and cats.
Amazing.
It has been my dream to have like a dog hotel, kind of where like people can bring them to me. I do at some point want to foster dogs, but I feel like I'm gonna have a failed foster thing where I keep them.
Oh, yeah.
That's like called failing your foster.
Yeah, I think you are too.
And so that's why it's like, okay, dog hotel where people can bring them to me for a week or so while they're on vacation, so I know that they're going back to a loving home,
Yeah.
or else I'm just gonna
You're just gonna want to keep.
I'm gonna have 1,000 dogs. And so I do want like land and everything where I can keep that. And I love cats. I'm allergic, but I love them. And then my current dog right now, she's rescued, and I am very passionate about rescuing, but she's definitely like randomly reactive to other dogs and hates cats. And so she has kept me from doing that, but I love her. But whenever she's gone, I'm making sure that cats and dogs get along with each other so I can have both
Yeah.
and multiple.
Yeah. Well, I hope you have a lot of kids because I'm gonna be the best aunt. I'm gonna be the favorite aunt. I'm gonna be the cool aunt. And I've already had a little glimpse of being an aunt to her dog, which has been very exciting, but obviously a child will be even more exciting. I plan to have my own kids too, but being an aunt is gonna be so fun, and I'll be an aunt before I have my own kids probably. So yeah.
I want to be a cool aunt too to your kids.
Yeah, you definitely will be. And I feel like they'll probably think that we're both like hilarious, obviously, because we
And
think
together.
we're hilarious.
Yes.
Yeah, so I don't think it'll be a problem. But unfortunately, I do have a running joke that my name is Auntie Poopy because one time I accidentally stepped on her child's foot or paw. And yeah, I've never made it past that, and I'm working towards it. Me and Mila have worked past it, but her parents haven't gotten over it.
I still sometimes call
I
her
still get called
Auntie
Auntie Poopy, but hopefully when there's actual children involved, babies,
Auntie Koopy.
Auntie Koopy will be there.
Do you like Koopy? Like Auntie
No.
Koopy? But are you fine with?
Yeah. Like, I think if it's a child saying it, I'll be like, oh, that's so precious. But like, also,
Or they'll be like Koopa because they can't say their R's.
but also, it's like, I am worried that a child would pronounce it poopy. Like, they would get confused because apparently Lucy did that.
I don't remember.
I don't remember that either, but she told me she did.
I feel
But-
like C's are hard, but it's at the beginning. So
Yeah. But I'm just gonna be like carrying them around everywhere. If you need a break, they're coming to my
Thanks.
house.
I
I'll
am
come
ho-
here to support you.
Yeah. I'm hoping that my siblings are like still close so that babysitters, and then I can babysit their kids too. And my kids can babysit their kids.
Oh my gosh. And tell them about that thing that we saw at Target yesterday that you wanted to get.
Oh, a Tony's bought.
I
So-
have never heard of this until yesterday.
So just a podcast that I listen to. I listen to a lot of podcasts. And one of them, they have young kids, and it's like a little CD player looking thing, but instead of putting CDs in, you put this little action figure on it, and then it does a little story box. And so I was showing them, and she got the Paw Patrol song stuck in her head because of it.
I
'cause that
loved
was the
that thing.
figure.
I was like, that is genius.
And so for like a baby shower, I want everybody to get a different Tony. And then I also think you can customize some of them to make it like you read something and it could be your
Well,
voice.
that is so cool.
There's like, I don't know, it wouldn't be Tony's brand, but you could still put it on it and it would
Yeah.
recognize it. So I think that'll be a cool gift instead of like bringing children's books and stuff,
Yeah.
doing those little things.
Yeah. I had never heard of that, but then she showed us and like she actually put the Paw Patrol one on and I was hooked. Paw Patrol was like one of my favorite shows growing up, so I was a fan. And then I got it stuck in my head for like an hour. But we're past that now. I'm not even going to sing the song again or else it will be stuck in my head again. And then also about the cat thing. I feel like cats remind me of grandmas. So I just wanted to let them know about your grandma obsession.
Yeah.
Because you just love everything to do with grandmas. She's recently been needle pointing.
Yeah.
She loves needle pointing. She loves wearing grandma clothes, pajamas.
Yeah, I like the little muumuus, like the dresses for nighttime.
Yeah.
And then this isn't mine. This is my fiance's mom, my future mother-in-law, but she crocheted this and I think it's beautiful. I love
Yes.
like little grandma hobbies. That's definitely my TikTok is grandma hobbies and stuff. I didn't get needle pointing from TikTok, though I got it from a classmate who was doing it in class, like during a week class. That's how she was like paying attention. And I was like, that is amazing. And they're just so peaceful. And so I feel there's a lady who is like one of our clients, and her life is literally like in the morning going to play mahjong, then like have lunch at a nice restaurant, go watch reality TV with her daughter, and then like grandma hobbies. And I'm like, that's my dream life. Like the only thing she doesn't have is a bunch of animals.
Yeah.
Add a bunch of animals,
And that's
my
you.
dream life. And so that's what I aspire to be as a grandma. I also want to be a fun grandma.
Yeah. Yeah. You're going to spoil the grandkids and let them be bad.
Yeah, send them home with sugar and hyped up.
You're going to give them candy every second.
Yeah.
And before they go home, you're going to
Well, literally,
scoop the candy into their mouth.
Yeah, yesterday at Target, I bought a jar so that I could keep chocolate chips on my counter.
She's already prepared.
The only
Yeah.
thing I can't do is like cooking.
Yeah.
I like
That's the only thing she can't do.
well, grandma style.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like, oh my gosh, here's all this food.
Yeah.
Which I'm
But like, take them to McDonald's.
yeah, I do like. I made sourdough bread for a while.
Oh, yeah.
I do have a bread maker, and I'll get back into that at this apartment. And yeah, I have just a bunch of like random grandma things.
When she first started needle pointing, she tried to get me on it, but then she went down this huge rabbit hole of all of the needle pointing drama and all this stuff. And so she had to debrief me on that. So now, as a non-needle pointer, I do, in fact, know a lot of the drama with it. So,
Like
I'm glad for the knowledge.
I very much like am a very chill one. I just know all the rules and then like break them whenever I think that it's good. But like needlepoint versus cross stitch versus like
Yeah.
versus knitting and crocheting and like all that stuff, they're like enemies on TikTok. So it's really fun drama for me, even though it's probably really boring.
Yeah. She's team needlepoint.
Yeah.
We live in a divided world. All these separate groups, they don't like each other.
Pitting women against women.
We love everyone, but needlepointing community is our favorite.
As of right now, I could
It could change.
because needlepointing is more expensive than cross stitch, and
Yeah.
so I could potentially go cross stitch.
But she has made some really cool ones. And
Also, they're really fun because then you get to support like Etsy creators and everything. And so I currently have one on my dog. I haven't started it because I'm working on a like teddy bear with A&M shirt on it, which I also got
oh,
from
that
Etsy.
one's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I also got that one from Etsy, but I got a personalized one of a picture of my dog. And so I'm really excited, but that one's going to take me months
Yeah.
to do because that is something that's very slow.
Yeah.
And that's why like Lucy also likes grandma hobbies, but she doesn't have the attention span to keep it up. So she was like, I'm not going to try.
Yeah. You have to be like super patient. Like if you do diamond art, I feel like it's kind of like that. Like
Yeah.
obviously more skills and
I'll sit and
needle
do it.
pointing, but like that amount of time is required.
Yeah, I'll sit and do it for a whole hour and I'll get like a quarter done.
Yeah,
Like
but
a
then
quarter size.
but then once you're done with it, I feel like you feel so accomplished.
Yeah.
Well, like I don't know, but I'm assuming.
People will like needlepoint for their whole family, like they'll needlepoint gifts.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even think I would finish.
You'd have to start January 1st.
Yeah,
And you'd be done by Christmas time.
maybe. Like I like the idea of people making ornaments out of it.
Yeah.
Because then it can take like years. But no, as of right now, because of how much time it takes, they're all for me.
Yeah. Okay. Now I want to get into the fun questions I have. I have an answer for you that I think is the correct answer. I'm going to see if you actually answer it correctly.
Okay.
But the question is, what's something you could talk about all day and like still be able to talk about?
Probably reality TV.
Yes. Okay. That's the answer that I had for you, because if you know anyone who's watched reality TV, guaranteed she's watched more. She's watched everything.
I've met one lady, it's actually the same lady that has my dream life. She is the only person that has matched.
She's just got the years on her.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
because
that's all.
literally I kept saying like shows thinking that she wouldn't. She's watched everything that I've watched. It's amazing. I love when she comes into the office
Yeah.
and we get to talk. I've watched, can I list it?
Yeah.
I've watched almost all of the Real Housewives, all of Beverly Hills, Atlanta, New Jersey, New York, Salt Lake City. I didn't really like Dallas, but eventually I'll do that. I definitely still have more like OC. They're just so not old, but it was early 2000s. And so I'm just not at that point yet. And that was so long. So many of those Vanderpump Rules. Then that leads into like House of Stassi, Vanderpump Villa, The Valley, Oshaws of Sunset. And my fiance acts like he doesn't like it, but then he like stands there. It's like those videos of the dads that's like, this is trash.
It's all the men. They
Yes.
always pretend that they don't like it, but they love it. Everyone knows they do.
He loves it, and he'll come and sit and have his opinions on it. And then I love competition reality is something that I think is really fun to watch with the family. So like Survivor, we watched so much, and we actually knew someone that was on it, who was our grandpa's friend, and that's what got me into it whenever I was little. And then Big Brother, Naked and Afraid, that was a good one. America's Next Top Model, Project Runway,
Secret Lives of Mormon
Wives. I like all the different. Peacock has been life-changing for me because I love Bravo, but then I also branch out to the other ones too.
She's like Peacock's #1 fan.
And then
like,
on my podcast, I listen to podcasts that like recap or like it's the person on it.
Yeah.
I could talk about it forever.
Yeah, she knows every single character from all of them. Well, I guess they're like real people, but like every single person from all of them. It's insane. And I've never met anyone who watches that much reality TV. It's crazy. I like it, but I don't think I'll ever catch up.
Yeah.
I'm already behind.
And you started it with me because Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, we started in COVID.
Yeah.
And that's what got me like on the Bravo train.
Yeah.
Because then we would be watching that, and then we met Vanderpump Rules, and at that time I was working at Chewy's, and I was like, oh, let me do this because it's a restaurant vibe.
Yeah.
My life was nothing like Vanderpump Rules, but I was like, oh, let me do this, and then it was a whole new world opened up.
It blossomed. Your life was black and white until you met Peacock. Yeah. And now it's colorful.
Now it takes up too much of my time.
I'll say Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is my favorite. I just like watching it, but
sounds so good.
Yeah, and the next season is coming out soon.
Well, next season, Orange County.
Yeah, and that's where
one's-
Macy's sister is going to be on there.
Yeah.
And they look exactly like, by the way, if you watch that, they look exactly like it's crazy. But anyways, next question. This one, I actually have 2 answers for me.
Okay.
I don't have one for you. So you can answer on your own. But if you could have like one skill that you don't have currently, what would it be and why?
I guess what I said earlier, cooking. I kind of have baking. Like I've been getting good at baking.
Yeah.
Cooking. I don't have the creativity. I'm creative, but not for cooking.
Yeah.
Like I need to follow a recipe.
Yeah.
I can't just think it like these ingredients. What can I make?
Yeah. I'm like the same way. I have to have like exact measurements. Everyone who's like good at cooking is always like, put as much as you want, add this. I'm like, no, like you need to write out what I need because I'm not doing it on my own.
Moving to my new apartment, we were trying to like get everything out of the fridge and everything and not go to the grocery store. So I had like a whole week of fails of food. It was horrible. And then in college, whenever I was moving out of my college dorm, my very last day, all I had left was like Jif cornbread
Yeah.
or Jiffy cornbread. And so I made a whole thing of cornbread, put like honey on one side, left the middle blank, and then put Nutella on the other side. And I was like, appetizer, meal, dessert. I don't recommend it. It was just the last meal in an apartment.
This is not nutrition
Yes,
advice.
no. I was just trying to get everything out of the house and not put more food in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not good at that. So that would be my skill. What about you?
Yeah. I have two. One, I would just love to be able to be very musical.
Yeah.
Just sing and play instruments, but like well. Because obviously I can sing now, but it's not good. But like I just think it's so cool, especially at church or something, or like if you're having a worship night with like a small amount of people and someone's playing guitar and it's low key.
Yeah.
I just think that is so cool. And like I would want to do that. And then also a second one, this one's more like funny, but still real. I would want to be able to do backflips. And if I could do a backflip, like I don't think I would ever stop doing them. I would do them in every room. That would be my party trick. Every new person I meet, backflip immediately. Like that's just so cool. And I feel like it's not that hard. I feel like so many people know how to do it, but it just looks so cool. I'm like, that is automatic cool points for you. I'm sorry.
I feel like you have the athleticism to do it.
Yeah.
Yours is the mental
Yeah.
of like,
Exactly.
do
Because
it.
I'm like, I'm going to break my neck or something.
yeah, because you could definitely do it. You just have to get yourself to do the jump.
Yeah.
See, I couldn't do, I would have to work on both.
Yeah.
I actually used to be very adventurous, like in the pool, like off the diving board, I would do flips
Yeah.
and would be adventurous. But
The closest I ever got was when we had a trampoline and I could do a front flip, which is known to be harder, but my brain just like, yeah, front flips are like technically harder, but mentally harder is backflips. Because my front flip, I'm like, I'll just land on my back. Like, it's fine. I know my head is going to make it.
yeah,
But backflips, I'm like, I'm going to literally land on my neck or something. But one time I did a front flip, I landed it, but then I took a step back and I just like flipped off the trampoline because we didn't have the net. So yeah, and I never stepped foot on a trampoline again.
really?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. I've not been on a trampoline since. So
Well, I had to take a break from a trampoline for a long time. We used to have an in-ground trampoline whenever we lived in Kentucky. So it was like the trampoline was the same level as the ground. So it would
Yeah.
pull up. And we would do this game called 1, 2, 3 a
Yeah.
lot. So you like bounce 3 times and then you go on your butt and then like it
one
pops
person
somebody
goes
up.
flying.
And it didn't matter like if it was like a bigger or smaller person. It was more about the timing.
Yeah.
So it was fun. Like as the older sister, I would sometimes get thrown up in the air as well. But I don't know. I hit it wrong and sent a shock up my spine. And then after that, I don't know. I guess I did
tailbone?
something. Yeah, my tailbone was just messed up. So for like 2 years, I didn't. And then when we got it in Texas, the trampoline, I was able to do it again. And it was so exciting. But at that point, I wasn't like adventurous anymore. I had like gone to more safety mentally. And so I could never do that. Our brother is really, especially he used to be, I know he's probably not as adventurous anymore because of sports. Like he doesn't want to injure himself.
Yeah.
But that boy would be doing backflips like off the couch with nobody there.
He just did anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have a bunch of videos of him on the trampoline too.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently our family's tailbones have been through a lot because we didn't go to the doctor for this because like my parents are doctors, but like in softball, I slid into second base one time and like we're pretty sure I broke my tailbone because I would literally just cry when I had to sit down and it hurt so bad for so long. And I honestly still like if I sit for too long, I'll feel it in my tailbone and it hurts and I do not like it. But it obviously doesn't hurt as bad as at the time. But like what are you gonna do? You can't wrap your butt if you break your tailbone.
One of my friends, something was wrong with her tailbone. And so she had to sit on like a little donut thing at school.
Yeah, I remember when
Yeah.
that happened to me, Dad was like, do you need a pillow to bring to school, like, to sit on? And I was like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Because I was at the age where it was like, I need to be cool. Like, I can't
Yeah,
be like weird.
She was really embarrassed
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
That's why I won't say her name.
We won't call you out this time.
But
okay, and then the last thing, this is a little bit more serious, but if you had one piece of advice to give anyone listening, what would it be?
Oh my God.
And you can think on it if you want. I have my own that I'll give as well. But
I think, like, in the long run, it doesn't matter. Kind of like, I don't know, this is like a few things combined, but it's not going to be that big of a deal in the future. Like, when you're looking at it, it seems like the biggest deal in the moment, but like sometimes even the next day, it's not going to matter.
Yeah.
Sleep on it, and then it's not that big of a deal. And then also, other people aren't paying attention. They're thinking about themselves more.
yeah.
And that's something I'm still working on. But like, I guess I'm not that old. But like, looking back, it's like a lot of things, even like last year, it's like, that was so chill. Like, I freaked out for nothing.
Yeah.
And like, it's not going to matter in the big scheme of things.
That's really good advice. Yeah. And mine's kind of similar to that. It's just like, don't care so much about what everyone is thinking of you, because they're actually not thinking it.
Yeah.
Like, they don't care. And like, that's so relieving, especially as like, obviously I've been through an eating disorder, and that comes with wanting to look good for other people because you think other people are looking at you, but really it's like no one cares about you as much as you do.
Yeah.
So just be yourself, do what you want to do, and don't worry so much about what everyone's thinking of you.
Yeah. It's crazy, like, having done like case studies and everything. So I haven't seen any like real clients. I've just watched videos and stuff. But like, so many people care and are just so focused on themselves and like presenting themselves well. So it's like, if everybody's doing that, nobody's looking at you.
Yeah, everyone's too focused on themselves to care about what you look like that day, or like something embarrassing you did. Like, maybe they'll remember it in the moment, but tomorrow they're not going to remember it. They're not going to talk about it again. And I feel like, obviously I'm only 17, so I'm not like unk status, but like in middle school, you think everything's this huge deal, but then now I'm like, I'm about to graduate high school and I'm cool. I don't need everyone else to think that about me, but I think that makes me cool.
Yeah.
That I'm not always thinking about everyone else.
I think it's a big like moment of realization. I'm still deciding what demographic I want to be my clients, or like my target population. Obviously, I'll be able to see anybody, but like the transitional years of like high school to college, and you kind of discover yourself. And I'm not the same person I was in high school.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's a big deal then. And I'm like still proud of who I was then, but I'm a completely different person. And it's really hard to navigate that change of identity. And then also realizing like, I don't really care what the people that I don't talk to from high school do anymore.
Yeah.
I like to see them on Instagram and stuff, and just like, they got married, oh, they had a baby, like, oh, these things. But I really only think positively of people and like
Yeah.
hope good on them.
Yeah.
And so even people that I had bad interactions with, it's like, I hope they're doing well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, you're not going to remain friends with everybody from high school. So it really doesn't matter what people think.
So true.
And college. I like only kept a couple people from college, because then you get working and school and your family and like the important people. You don't have time to think about the other.
The important people will stay. Everyone else,
Yeah,
it's fine.
they're living their life.
Yeah. Y'all can move on. It's
They're
okay.
thinking about themselves and their lives. They're not thinking about you.
Yeah. All right. That's a wrap. Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode. I had a great time.
I had a
hope you
wonderful
did.
time.
And if you liked this episode, please give us a follow. And if you have anyone who you think would enjoy this episode, send it on over to them. And that's the scoop.